Okay, how's it going, everyone? This is Javita, and yeah, I don't really have much of a plan for this. I'm mostly testing new stuff, like the intro that you just saw. It's actually just a video I previously made, but yeah. YouTube videos help me so much with this game. Oh, no problem. Wonder Silk? Yeah, I really enjoy making them, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. And so I'm trying out a number of new things like the intro I already mentioned, and also playing some music. So I'm playing it through Steam, and it seems like it might be a bit quiet. Turn it up a little bit, might be just the track. Try a different one. Hey, Questy Knight, how's it going? But yeah, I've been doing a bit of building, bit of gathering, bit of everything. Boundless has finally officially launched, so if I'm correct, or I'm assuming that means you can actually buy it on Steam now. Let's see here, let's go over to the store. And maybe I can try that. There we go. Now we can actually see what's going on. Library, games, wow. Maybe just do a search for Boundless. Boundless, $39.99. Very nice. Oh, nice. So you can buy the Digital Deluxe upgrade. So yeah, I might do that at some point. Pretty awesome. Go back over to the game. Whoa. Don't need to be showing the intro again. Okay, yeah, I might have to work that out later. Magic Flying Moron, okay. How's it going? Oh, nice, got some time to play Questy Knight, very nice. Oh, Questy Knight, that's Ferris, duh. Yeah, I've missed you, you've been, like, gone for a while. Just busy with life, or...? Just watching. Well, anything you want to see? Flying Moron? Magic Flying Moron? Been building kind of a shop type thing, and I thought maybe I'd go get some gleam, but that kind of sounds, I don't know, boring. Let's see here, yeah. This isn't really to my shop, but I'm right next door, so... Yeah, this is what I worked on yesterday. Kind of get backers. Well, it looks a lot better at night, but that's gleam on top, and so it glows really nice. Trying to figure out a good lantern for right here. But yeah, I've been fiddling around with volumes a little bit, so like if the music's too loud or too quiet, or my voice is... I noticed my voice seems to be a lot quieter than normal, plus the last stream, like, there was no game sounds, so... Yeah, if you can't hear game sounds, please let me know, because that's not intentional. Let's see here. Yeah, you should be able to hear that, so... Yes, yeah, you can, so right here, you can craft these special blocks. They're just shop stands, and you plop them down, and... Let's see here, like say I wanted to sell healing potions, I put them right there. Come over here to price list, I can set them to, you know, crazy prices or really cheap prices, whatever. And so there is like a tax, so like I'm charging 333, but I'll only be making 300 coins after the tax. So it's not really that big of a deal. And there's a skill you can take that reduces the tax by a little bit. And if you want to buy things from other players, you can have these little request baskets. So like I'm buying this growth right here and then selling the shimmering orbs, and you actually get shimmering orbs from breaking growth. So it's like I buy the growth, I break it a bunch of times, eventually I get shimmering orbs, and then I sell it for a profit. So pretty awesome. Ooh, got a friend request. Snorlax69, okay, or Snorlax. Humbo Iima. Okay, good to know about the sound. Bro, add me, you're awesome. Okay. Add you where, Zach Attack? Or is that you here in game? Oh, nice. Nice to meet you. Oh, I already saluted. I'll wave. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I never really got that much into Pokemon, so. Nice. Okay, so. Oh, how's it going? And only Toon Kid. One and only Toon Kid. Okay. How's it going? Yeah, I thought maybe I'd get some gleam because I want to make like this entire open area kind of like a intricate, chiseled, some sort of design. I'm not really sure what yet, but yeah, maybe I'll do something a little bit more exciting. Toon Kid, fine, okay. Okay. Let's see here, do I... Oh, my action bar is all kinds of messed up. Let's see here, get that there. Well... There's my sling bow. Axe shovel. Some version of that. Is there some clothes on this game? I don't own the game. Well, for right now, unfortunately, the loincloth is all we have. They are working on the character customization, and eventually there'll be like a wearables category in this inventory. So like there's handcrafting, there'll be like a wearables or something to that effect. And it'll be cosmetic, but you'll be able to have, I don't know if it'll be formal clothing or maybe like tribal necklaces, but you'll be able to put something else on somehow. And you'll be able to unlock those with qubits. Also, if you're like a backer or something, you get like an exclusive wearable, which we have no clue what that is just yet. So I was there this morning. Where exactly? Okay. So yeah, I guess we can go hunt for some gleam because I'm not really sure what else to do immediately. Yeah, everybody looks naked. I think they were kind of going for like a tribal thing, and which I think they nailed. But ooh, that's not gonna make it. Need to forge extra speed onto this grappler, the projectile speed. Just out of curiosity, can somebody let a PS4 player know how to use the emotes? So, well, I mean, you should be able to just open up your chat and then do like a /wave, if you can spell wave correctly. But yeah, I don't know what the typing experience is like on PS4, so... actually, I mean, you should be able to use like the joystick and come down here and like little chat bubble and then emote, and then here's all of the emotes right here. Naked hunting party. We've gotten extra keys for backers yet? Unfortunately, no. I think last night they said that it would be in the coming days, you know, shortly. Soon, trademark. Oh, Aqua Hub, yeah, okay. Wow, this guy's been busy. Yeah, normally these craters are full of gleam, but yeah, this guy built a house on top of the crater, so I wonder if he left the underneath unplotted, so like, I mean, every time you logged on, you'd be interrupting world regeneration, but eventually, if you didn't visit home for a while, it might regenerate. And I don't really see a way to get down there. Oh, okay. And of course it's locked. But it looks like it's a finished basement, so... Ooh, okay, he left a door open. It's like I see locked doors. There's chat, couldn't find it. I think I have my PS4 controller. Okay, so that puts that, does that, that does that. Really, there's a way to open up. Aha! So the touchpad clicking down on the left-hand side opens up the chat. So I'm assuming it's the same for PS4. I don't have any of the Steam customization enabled for my Steam control or my PS4 controller, so should be all the game bindings doing it. Ooh, yeah, why not? Let's do a meteor. I think there is a meteor hunt scheduled for later tonight, but that is a long ways from now. Oh, nice. Crater back here that I almost fell into. Ooh, hoppers. Whoa. There we go. Let's get our loot magnet out so we can vacuum cleaner everything up. Oh. Damn there. Oh, there's the hopper. I was like, I hear them. There's another one. Ooh. Ooh, wild stock. Come on, there we go. Gotcha. So yeah, most things shouldn't even be able to hurt me here because I have kinetic armor, so I don't have to worry about dying too much. Pretty easy planet. Well, okay, yeah, no one knows how to close doors, really? Should be able to just, like, interact with them, so... Not sure what that would be. Probably square or X? Something like that? Or X is probably jump. Come on. Unless, of course, the door is locked, then only the owner can open and close it. Or are you just talking about nobody knows, like, to be polite and close the doors behind them? Yeah, I live out in the middle of nowhere in the woods. Whoa! And I log on, and that's the first thing I always have to do is go close my doors so the creatures don't come in and harass me. Come on. Ugh. Yeah, kind of failing on these hoppers, but at least they're not damaging me. Is this a guy? Oh, he's not part of the meteor, though. Oh, there we go. Nice, level 2 complete. That's so nice, just like vacuum cleaner the loot through the meteor. Let's see here. Doesn't hurt to get a few warp conduits. Good enough. Okay, gleam. Can find some gleam. That would be awesome. Yeah, problem is this planet is so populated now, it's like I'm not really sure where to go for it anymore. Hopper, there it is. Okay, so yeah, there's craters dotted around here. There's one. Ooh, and it's even glowing. Nice. So I could probably reach maybe that far. Ah, loving this new grapple. It's So I took a long-range gem grapple and forged an extra 20 some odd meters onto it. So I think it's like 40... How far did these things go? Oh, 54 meters. Nice. Oh, look at all this gleam. Yeah, more planets. Have you checked out the new Tier 6 planets? We now have a planet for every single element, so that is very nice. Plus they're even more hazardous than the Tier 5s, naturally. And they're pretty awesome. I mean, a lot of them have like insane caves. Like, I guess something was wrong with the cave generation, so like all the Tier 5s and many of the other planets just didn't really have the cave systems that they were supposed to have. So the new planets like more than compensate for the lack of caves on the earlier planets. And plus we got new starter worlds, so there's that too. Last piece of gleam, I guess? And where... there he is. Nice. Yeah, I was mapping out the Tier 6 burn planet, and there's just areas where it's like, you're not going anywhere unless you have a long-range grapple, because it's literally just spires of... I'm not sure you can even call them mountains, they're just columns of rock. But a lot of fun to grapple on, as long as you don't fall in the lava below. Kind of high risk. Not really much of a reward other than you get to travel, but still fun to do. Kind of like flying an airplane through the Grand Canyon. It's like, not much of a point of doing it, but it is fun. Oh, here's another meteor crater. Oh, well, it's underwater. Still gleam. Very nice. I don't know how I ever lived without control. So if you're unfamiliar, control is an attribute that you can invest skill points into, and it increases the range at which you can hit blocks and also place blocks. Basically everything. Interact, placing blocks, breaking blocks. I guess it is a luxury, but it's a very nice one. Okay. Should be able to reach that, yeah. Oh, look at all that gleam! Nice. So yeah, I guess my home is just enough out in the middle of nowhere that people don't exactly frequent this area that much. Hear that people have already gotten their fill on white gleam. There for a while, it's like it was... the whole planet was picked clean. Oh, ran out of stamina. Guess I should, let's see here, eat a well-fed food. Nice. Okay, so how much? Ooh, 73 pieces of gleam? That's not bad. Ooh, that might be another crater over there. Something's glowing over there. Where is... guess... oh, there's home. Yeah, that's kind of the direction we already came from. Nothing in the water. Quickest way to level up. That is a good question. So there's a number of ways that are kind of cheesy, in my opinion. So you could, like, just get a chisel and chisel the ground endlessly, and that gives you a decent amount of experience. You could also spec into mining and just mine a whole lot of rock, and then you could take that rock and craft it into stone, preferably using mass crafting, which is another skill to unlock. You can get it pretty early on though, but that gives you quite a bit of experience, and as you can mine stone or rock faster, then it builds on itself. Another thing you can do is you can take all that stone that you've crafted, you can either turn it into refined stone for more experience, or you could just go out into the wilderness and like spam place it, like build a big huge tower, and that you actually get a lot of experience for just placing the blocks. But that's kind of really a boring way to play the game. One of my favorite ways to level early game is to get to a tier 3 planet, which is the planet that I'm on right now. It'll pretty much be the first planet you can get to after your starter world, and just do some meteors. So you can come over to skills and come down here and start putting points into kinetic armor as soon as you can, and then maybe pick up some slingbow skills to do extra damage. And if you get enough kinetic armor, like even 2-3 points makes a huge difference, and it makes it to where you can survive the meteors quite easily. And if you have like 5 points, you're practically immune to everything on the planet. And you can just run around and do meteors, and if you're doing them by yourself, you get all the experience, and it levels you pretty quickly. That, and it's just a fun way to play. So... but certainly if you can get your hands on something like a teaching food, that's going to make, you know, any method go faster, because that gives you bonus experience for everything you do. A bit later on, when you're like maybe late 20s, early 30s, you can start doing bomb mining, and that gets you a lot of experience, but it also takes a lot of investment to be able to do it, either in coins or time to gather all the stuff needed to do it. So let's see here, any other good ways to level? Those are the kind of the ones that come to mind. But yoink. Oh, nice. There's another meteor. So yeah, a few quick notes on the mechanics of meteors is that up here at the top it says east of, and it'll be like a named zone, or if it's a new planet, it'll most likely be question marks because you have to discover the zones. But when it finally just says the zone name, that means you've entered the zone, and if nobody's been there in a while, it will spawn meteors, kind of like what you're seeing. So we actually got 2 meteors right next to each other. That's awesome. And so yeah, that's how you can farm meteors at low levels, is you just go exploring the planet, maybe pick up some surface resources that you need, and fill out your knowledge of the planet. You could also have an atlas, and it'll show you the areas that you haven't discovered, like it'll be Fog of War. And yeah. Yeah, there you are. Ooh, you're a little bit tougher. The Portal Seeker Guild, they run regular community hunts, so there's actually one tonight at 8 o'clock. I think that's Eastern Standard Time, or maybe it's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I think it's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard. And they have a hunt calendar that I'll link to you here in a second. And even an invite to the Discord, because they have their own Discord. And they kind of have like a bot that announces it, so you can give yourself the role of like hunter, and then you'll actually get notifications when there's a hunt. Because basically anybody can initiate a hunt and use the bot. So it's not just down to the ones that are formally scheduled. If somebody's like, oh, I feel like a hunt, and try to get some people together. And I think it would be good if health bar monster became red the moment it died. You wouldn't have to wonder, whether... Yeah, it's really annoying is sometimes I'll, like, especially Cuddle Trunks, I'll shoot the Cuddle Trunk and it's like its health bar looks like it's dead, but it apparently has like a tiniest sliver of health left on it. And yeah, so let's see here. Remind myself how to invite... leave server, no server settings. Huh. There we go. Instant invite and copy. So let's see if this works. Okay, so yeah, that is the Discord channel for the Portal Seekers, and let's see if I can hunt down the hunt calendar right quick. Copy link. And the nice thing about this calendar is it should... Oh, that's a maps. Crap. Really? Copy link. Let's see here. Yeah, here, calendar. I don't know why it says boundlessmaps.com/calendar. Okay, well, it's the hunt calendar. Kind of scroll down, you can see at least 8 p.m. for me is a hunt scheduled with Cymoid or Sulfur. So, oh yeah, I have another meteor over here. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to do meteors in a group, and not to mention it's really good for loot because everybody gets loot from a monster. So just because I loot a monster doesn't mean that it takes that loot away from somebody else. So you don't have to worry about stealing loot or anybody getting your loot, or everybody gets rewarded. Chat in the video is too late. Okay. Like there's a huge delay between when you send it and when it shows up in the video. Okay, make this chat a little bit bigger so I can see everything that's being said. Let's see here. Kind of stuck with finding diamonds and silver at the moment. Do you know what types of planets they kind of common on? So yeah, I can show you how to find both of those here in a little bit. But yeah, diamonds are found only on burn and blast planets. So burn is for rubies, blast is for diamonds, but then they also have two gem types, so they'll have like a primary and a minor gem. So it's like you can find mostly diamonds on the blast planet, but you can find a few diamonds, and then vice versa for burn. You'll find a few diamonds and mostly rubies. But it's Serpent Serendi for diamonds. And you can find them underneath mountains, primarily around like elevation 6. And it just kind of takes time, but they're all over the place. Like you look at the heat maps, and as long as you're underneath the mountain, you're pretty much good. Oh, the message about health bar appeared just now in the video? Wow. So like, the chat is delayed even more than the video? That's crazy. Huh, I'll have to look into that, see if there's a particular reason why that's happening. Oh, did I not loot this meteor? Apparently not. Nice. Wow, 10 rough fort stone. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see here. So silver, you know, if you want to mine for gems while you find the other things, wow, mining for amethyst is a pretty decent way to find a lot of silver. But just like diamonds, you can find amethyst around elevation 6, but if you mine more like around elevation 14, you won't find quite as many amethysts, but you will find a lot of silver. And amethyst, what would that be? Bezo Verona, as far as the planet, the corrosion planet. And amethysts are found under shallow water, and the line between shallow and deep water seems to be like 30-ish, 35, somewhere around in there. So let's dump some stuff, and maybe I'll show at least how I find diamonds. Let's see here. Oh, whoops, I'm putting all the wrong things in the wrong places. Yeah, I try to put all my animal products over here, and then everything else on the other ones, kind of the method to the madness here. It looks like there's no system, but there really isn't a system. I just pretend like there is. But yeah, the general idea is I dump everything on one of these two shelves. This is kind of like everything but animal and food, and then this is all the food and animal stuff. And then my crafter can come along and pick and choose what he wants to take out, and eventually it's supposed to migrate over here to like these different cubbies. Like this is going to be extractor and forge stuff, and this is going to be workbench stuff. But yeah, and it's kind of a big huge work in progress right here of this crystal. There's going to be like some leaves hanging down, and I thought about chains, but yeah, Kippy didn't really like the idea of chains, so but yes, we got bombs, we got persisting food. We don't really need the fist weapons. Well, they're handy to have. Let's put the gleam and that stuff away. But yeah, diamonds. Or would you rather see silver first? Which one do you want to see? Have a preference? So yeah, this is Serpent Serendi. This is where you can find diamonds. That is the chill world. Oh yeah, we went through. So here is Bezo Verona. And so this is where you can find amethyst. And which reminds me, I don't have my atlases. Let's go grab those right quick. No preference, to be honest, need both. Yeah, I get it. And even on Serpent Serendi, you could potentially just mine up higher or a different location. But there we go, there should be my atlases. And let's grab some silver if I have some. There we go, perfect. And Bezo Verona, Shadow Tier. Oh, here we go, Serpent Serendi. So yeah, here is Serpent Serendi with a heat map of diamonds. So all that yellow splotchy stuff, that is where you can find diamonds. And if you actually travel to these locations, you'll find that it's all mountains. So you just have to kind of get underneath them, and yeah, you'll find diamonds. Okay, catch you later, Only Toon, or Toon Kid. Oh really, you can find... See, I've never gone looking for rubies on Safari, so... Let's see here... okay. So yeah, let's go... So I guess I'll just go ahead and warp to my favorite diamond location. And let's see here. Oh, that's beacons. Yeah, I think it's DK2. There we go. And so yeah, look at this beautiful hotspot, and it's like opposite of the portal hub, so you have to walk a long distance to get to here, so I don't know. A lot of people mine this, so it used to regenerate. It doesn't regenerate quite so fast anymore, but kind of annoying to have to dig down each time. But let's see here. Let's place. There we go. So somebody doesn't fall down my mine shaft. And to F1, get the debugging menu going. A bit more sizable. So yeah, we want to get down to, well, I actually mine around at elevation 10, but that's because I use bombs. And so yeah, that'll get me, I blow up the bombs, the low point will be below 6 and the high point's way above that, so I get a nice spread of kind of everything. Yeah, I'm lazy. Not much slower than breaking through rock, but I could pull out a shovel to break that sand a bit more efficiently. Oh wow. Am I gonna run out of hammers here? Okay, I got 2. And I have diamond as a backup. Okay, we're good. What were those rainbow things in that rock? Rainbow things? You're talking about maybe the saltpeter? I mean, it doesn't look like a rainbow, but what else do we got here? Just rock. The dots under the health bar of the block, does that mean... what it means is that each one of those little dots is like a shield, so each one of those is armor for the block. So there's 4 dots, so 400 damage is shaved off of your hammer hits. And so if your hammer doesn't do enough damage, there you go, there's diamond. At elevation 16 of all places. So I think you can actually find these as high as like 20s, maybe even 30s, it's just they're really rare up there. Oh, the ancient tech components. Rainbow things. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what you were talking about, so obviously. Yeah, still want to go down. At least, what, another random guy 523? Okay. Ooh, nice, gold. Yeah, due to my mining habits, I find a lot more gold than I find silver, but kind of depends on what you're looking for, I guess, or what you're mining for exactly. Okay, so here's elevation 10. Let's mine out several blocks. That should be good. Yeah, that works. Get rid of that. Get a persisting pi. Oh yeah, the circuit boards, those are the remnants. So there's like different tiers. So there's the remnants, components, and then devices. And they'll be used to craft various things. Oh yeah, it's like something's not right here. Let's get out our bombs. Make sure I have the right bombs this time. See, I was like, oh, you can use the same bomb mining spec on the tier 6 as the tier 5s, but little did I know at the time I grabbed the wrong set of bombs that had extra damage forged onto them. That just ironically had or coincidentally had the right amount of extra damage to make it look like I was able to bomb mine with the same spec. But in fact, I just had better bombs. Let's go ahead. Ooh, I'm gonna need... There we go. About 2. Okay, so this is bomb mining. I got my persisting food, which makes my bombs last longer, and throw 3 bombs, and then go browsing for whatever I want to actually feel like hitting. I just kind of grab the easy to break stuff first, and then let's get some hard coal. Oh yeah, pull out my loot magnet so I vacuum cleaner everything up. I don't really need medium coal. And let's go, let's see here, about north first. One, 2, and 3. So yeah, as you can see, this is a great way to get all sorts of iron, coal, gold, and kind of, ooh, titanium as well. And eventually diamonds. Sometimes, you know, you go through a little bit of a dry patch, and then you'll go through a period where you find a lot of them together. Yeah, a quick rundown on how I'm able to do this. I'm using titanium bombs. They do have extra AoE forged, but the basic premise is you take 8 power, 4 of the attribute bonus, 2 in the bomb mastery, the bomb epic, and then finally the damage epic down below. And that gives you 167% extra damage with bombs, which is about just golden for tier 5 planets. It won't work on the lower planets, and it won't really work on the higher level planets, but for mining diamonds and things, that seems to be at least the most optimal build I can find. And partial credit at least goes to Gorilla Stomp, because he found an even more efficient version of what I was already doing. That, and he showed me that you can get more than 4 meters. Ooh, my atlas is bugged. So let's just re-equip that. That should... There we go. So yeah, just depending on the AoE of your bombs, you can adjust how deep that little pilot tunnel that you dig. And as long as you stay at the same elevation, like I have the debugging menu on down here, so I always throw my bombs at elevation 10, and that ensures I don't like keep going down and down and down, because eventually you'll just hit mantle, and then you're kind of wasting some of what your bombs are doing for you. For a tier 3 planet, that is a good question. I've never gone bomb mining on a tier 3 planet, but I do have a bomb mining calculator that should be able to answer that question for you. See if I can find a quick link for that. I'm actually working on a much more accurate version of this calculator, so eventually there'll be an even better version. But this one does a pretty good job of getting you in the ballpark. You might experiment with taking away a little bit of damage. Copy that and paste. There's the bomb mining calculator. You should be able to like change the green cells and, you know, like pick your level of planet. There we go. Now you can see what I'm looking at. So yeah, this is the bomb mining calculator. So let's see here. Level 3 planet. And so you could forge extra damage onto here, which would be accounted for. So basically this is your target damage. If you could just like one-shot rock, this is what you would want the tooltip of your bomb to say. But we can come down here, look at copper. And so yeah, it looks like you would need about 137% extra damage to use 3 bombs to break the rock, but not the resources on a tier 3 planet. So there you go. And so you can come over here and type in this 137, is that what we said? And I'll kind of give you a guesstimation of what the crits are going to do. So if you crit 3 times, then you probably will break the resources. Even if you crit 2 times, it looks like you'll break the resources, but as long as you only crit like once or 0 times, you won't break the resources. And I'm not sure why that's showing up blue. That really shouldn't. Like I said, this gets you in the ballpark. It's not perfect by any means, but let's jump back over to the game, and because yeah, food buff is ticking. Torn between PS4 or PC. Any recommendations why PC is better? Yeah, I think depending on your PC, I think the graphical performance is probably going to be superior. And also, from my understanding, the PS4 does not get the debugging menu. So if you want to be able to use the debugging menu, then you definitely want to get the PC version, which there's all sorts of crazy information you can look at in here. Most importantly, you can see your altitude and coordinates right here. So you can, of course, just resize this, and scroll down, make it nice and small. And so now you can just at a glance always know at what elevation you're at. That's probably my biggest selling point for getting it on PC versus PS4, but kind of depends on your PC and whatnot and playing preference. If you prefer using a controller, I mean, you can use a controller on the PC, so really I don't see much of an advantage to PS4 over PC unless you just don't have the horsepower for it. And I don't... Oh, I'm going south? I thought we were going north. I guess we're going south. Okay. That's one thing I wish I could do on PS4. I have chords visibles instead of having to check the places. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I guess with the controller you probably don't have like a one button get to places, I'm guessing. Like you have to open up the character menu then places, I'm guessing. Because on PC, you can just have a keybind and it goes directly to places. So even if you didn't use the debugging menu, it would be more convenient just because of that. But yeah, debugging menu is golden. And yeah, normally I'd be going a lot faster than this. I'm just kind of distracted. Oh, there we go. There's some diamonds. I was being surprised I wasn't finding as many diamonds, but maybe this location's just simply getting over-mined. Last time I was here, it was just nothing but caverns where people had been bomb mining. I'm kind of surprised I haven't run into more, but maybe they kind of let it rest for a while. So if I didn't put any skill points into bombs, would the copper bombs still be effective and you can get altitude on PS4 as well? Well, I mean, if you didn't put any points into increasing the damage of bombs, you would have to use more bombs, and it may not come out right, in that you might break the resources either at the same time as you break the rock, or resources actually take extra damage from bombs. So if you just aren't doing enough damage to rock, but you're still doing damage to the resources, you can actually break the resources before you break the rock. But you still get experience for breaking the blocks. So if you're using it just the level, then I guess it's okay. Just it'd be nice to get the resources at the same time. Well, I absolutely love the game. I mean, I'm approaching 3,000 hours played so far, or played time. I think I'm 2,000. I guess it'll show me right here. Maybe somewhere. I didn't have so much junk in my face. 2,837 hours played. I think I enjoy the game. Of course, part of that's from doing YouTube, but still. Ooh, out of energy. There we go. Nice, titanium. I'm actually using titanium in my base as a building material, so kind of starving for titanium. Nice, there's some more diamonds. Yeah, that's one of the things I love about mining for diamonds is you get coal, titanium, golds, all at the same time. It's a pretty potent combination. But then again, like mining for topaz or sapphire, that will get you crazy amounts of tech components and devices. So that's pretty good too. Amethyst, pretty good for getting silver. And emeralds, well, if you mine on the new toxic planet, emeralds are pretty easy to get. it's the minor gem on the corrosive planet, so it's not the funnest experience, but it does give you a crazy amount of fossils. I guess being deep underwater, yeah, it makes sense that there would be a lot of fossils down there. Ooh, I went a little too far that time. Oh, titanium! I can't... Okay, so what... Whoa. Phone's blowing up over here. What planet are you on? And I'll show you how to get here. Nice. Look at all that gold, coal, diamonds. Also a really good way to get a crazy amount of iron, just because, like, it's just there. Okay, you're on till? Oh, that's like easy then. So here, let's get some of this hard coal. And yeah, I'll show you how to get there, because, you know, you get the idea as far as bomb mining and how to find diamonds. And yeah, you don't want to watch this for another 40 minutes, however long this food buff lasts. I guess it's 30 minutes, I don't know. I always forget to look when I eat it. Okay. So yeah, let's just, well, I have, oh, I put them away. Sorry to say, I have warp conduits, but I don't carry them with me, I guess, anymore. Okay, so come over here, find saved location for the portal seeker, and there we go. There we go, and yeah, there's Till. So if you're on Till right now, this is the Portal Seeker Gateway, Portal Hub, whatever you want to call it. And the coordinates are right down here at the bottom. It's kind of small, but it's 154 north, 1938 east. So you can come over to places, locations, and currently, let's see here, there we go. Then it'll be like custom destinations, so you can just type in, let's see here, let's do 160, so I'm not standing right on top of it. There's the north, 1938 east, and you can just do 64 for altitude. I mean, I'll put it way below me, but it'll get you the general idea. And there we go, we have a waypoint pointing directly to the hub. There's a Snorlax again. Let's see here, that was Zach, I think? Or I don't know, I'm terrible with names. And I don't have my sling bow anymore. There we go. And yeah, so if you can find the Portal Seeker network, there's kind of like this main drag that's, well, they have gravel here. Usually it's sand or some sort of dirt, but you can just walk in a straight line and you'll go around in circles. This Gravitas Te, Betulia, that's the planet I live on. Lambulus. Here's the Erosion World, Bezo Verona, and Serpent Sorari. This is the Blast Planet. Over here is the Chill Planet, where you can find sapphires, and then over here the new elemental planets. The first one's going to be Shadow Tear, which is the Toxic World. Over here is the burn world and the, what is it, shock world. There we go. And I haven't done much exploring here. I don't really have the resistance for it. I only have 3 in this resistance, so it lasts me like 20 minutes or something. So yeah, I have to move points around to be able to explore this planet better. But yeah, let's go look for amethyst and sapphire. So that would be Bezo Verona. And let's see here, pull out. Is that? That's the burn planet. There we go, there's Bezo Verona. And nice, already has an amethyst in it. I live on, can't think of the name, it starts with an A. I'm guessing it's not going to be the burn planet, because it's really hard to live there. But yeah, I'm not super familiar with the new starter planets, if that's what you're living on as a starter world. Let's see here, which direction do we want to go? So yeah, this is the heat map for amethyst. As you can see, it's just kind of like these squiggly lines or outlines. Well, what it's outlining is the oceans or the lakes, whatever you want to call them. Because they hang out under shallow water. And so they'll actually, kind of in the area that they're outlining, they'll be the emeralds, but those are pretty, I mean, the heat map looks pretty decent for them, but they're pretty hard to find, or harder to find. Let's see here. Yeah, let's head that direction, I guess. Alder? That's a pretty good name. Yeah, some of the names are a mouthful to pronounce. There's one that's, I actually really like it because it's like both sounds like Asian or Japanese, Oriental, something like that. And then a lot of the builds, at least around the portal hub, are got an Oriental feel to them. But it's like, I always want to call it Sega Nati or something like that. But yeah, it's butchering the pronunciation, I'm sure. Let's see here. That looks... Oh, I like that spot. I'd mouse to it, but kind of right there. And should be far enough away from the portal hub that hopefully it's not already been mined recently. Guess I should eat some food before I die here. I think I've actually been to that one, Marix. I was telling somebody, they were like, how do I get off the planet? Or, you know, I guess they were trying to build a portal before just warping off the planet, and ended up giving them the coordinates to the portal seeker hub. It's like, here, just go here and you don't have to mess with any of it. Okay, getting pretty close. Wow, my my emerald grapple almost looks like bluish purple here. It's kind of crazy. All the planetary lighting. Look at those meteors. Oh really? Is it laying right in front of me? Does it cost it? I made a portal to Ador. Would it cost? Huh? So if you make a portal, you'll need a resource called Oort shards, which is made from Oort stone, and Those colors give me a headache. Yeah, they are kind of extreme. So yeah, warps cost coin. Those are one-time use portals, and if you make a real portal, then it uses in-game resources, but does not use coin. So are these? Ooh, they are corrosion. Very nice. So yeah, let's get some corrosion shards, because why not? This is a random stream, so... Let's see here. Is it... Yeah, I need to look up what elements counter what other elements, because I would have thought like blast and corrosion would have been opposites of some sort, but doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, I didn't thought about that. Let's see here. I'm all about not inducing headaches, so... Oh, graphics... Bloom. That's... Okay, well I guess it's a little more extreme with bloom on. It's hard to say, is like it makes it even brighter, but just kind of like a lighter color. I wonder... Whoa, nope, too early. I wonder how far I can get in this meteor before they just like come out and stomp me into the ground. I mean, this works for the wild stock, but like spitters or cuddle trunks come out, and yeah, I can't just hang here and take shots from them. Oh, there's another one. I'm loving all these elemental mobs, though. This is quite nice. Maybe I can make some sling bows. Oh, yep, there we go. There's... Oh, okay, so it was a wild stock that got me. Sorry to say, like, that wasn't even time for the projectile to fly. It was from the spitter or cuddle trunk. Oh, yeah, lost the meteor. Oh, is it a mighty that got me? Or, well, that's not even part of the meteor. There we go, free shards. So yeah, chill versus born, blast versus... Oh, toxic, okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, blast is all up front and toxin is over time. You can see how those would be opposite. Yeah, there's a post on the Boundless forum somewhere where it's all... kind of laid out, like, you know, there's almost 2 counters for every element. There's one that's less effective, and then there's the true counter. But yeah, I don't have those memorized just yet. Where's a good planet / store to sell stuff? Aquatopia or any of the Portal Seeker shopping hubs. So you could... Like the one on Betulia, and I think Gravitas Te has one. And so you can make a shop on one of the neighboring planets there, or even the same planet, and then hook up to the Portal Seeker hub, and then people can just browse all the shopping portals and find your shop. Or just find somewhere like Aquatopia. And the trick is finding an empty plot, or an unclaimed plot. So let's look at the atlas. So we were heading for that. Be nice to get that meteor. It's dormant, but it still has loot in it. I just have no clue where it's at. Because, yeah, dying kind of throws you in a random direction away from where you died. Well, I don't know. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time looking for this thing, but it is free Oort stone. Should have at least like 1 or 2 pieces on it. Okay, so we're heading for that spot, and it was like right in our path. Well, there's a replacement. Guess I could run in, like kill one thing, run away, and to force it to go dormant. Ooh, there it is. Nice. So, ooh, nice. So silver and 2 Oort stone. But yeah, let's get back to finding silver. And I guess a side note is like you can do meteors on lower level, like the level 3 planets, and get like at least 1 piece of silver ore, and then you could use an atlas on like a metal planet, like I think, was it Boundless is level 3 and has silver because it's a metal planet, and then Till will also has silver. So it would be easier mining, but it wouldn't be as common as like a tier 5 planet like this one. So it's kind of a trade-off. But on Till and the other metal planet, I think it's Boundless, you can just find it in the cave systems. Okay. So yeah, this looks like, oh, I think I've actually, I think I did my amethyst mining video here. Really, I went to the same exact spot. Thought I looked a familiar blob. Okay, so I think I can just dig straight down. I don't have to build like an extra little structure, so. And there we go. So yeah, I want to dig down. Traditionally I've done 14, but then I found that 6 works even better for amethyst. I know a lot of people want taming, and seems like I heard somewhere where they were talking about mounts. I don't know if I've heard that directly from like the devs saying it, or as it was just hearsay from other players. So it'd be awesome if they added mounts. I just don't know if that's a confirmed thing. And even if it is a confirmed thing, there's like no ETA for something like that. But certainly if they add like farming, that would be an amazing thing to go along with farming, is kind of taming livestock. And if you can tame livestock, like heck, why can't you ride that wild stock or that roadrunner? You know? Okay, so here's, yeah, elevation 10 should be decent. Let's go a little bit higher. The higher you go, the more silver you find. The lower you go, the more amethyst you'll find. So kind of depends on what you're looking for, I guess. Yeah, let's do 13. And oh, so kind of need to go. Yeah, let's go this direction. My inventory is a disaster. That's what you get for going hunting, mining, without cleaning out your inventory. Oh wow, so yeah, there's some amethyst, there's silver. Perfect. So yeah, bomb mining, it's super fast to find this stuff. It's just getting over that initial hump of investing and actually being able to do it. because you definitely will want some kind of persisting food. If you can forge your bombs for extra AoE or buy them from somebody that's already forged them, then that's certainly the way to go. Wish they would... Oh, I wish they would add clothes and taming. Yeah, those would be... I mean, better character customization is coming at some point. Possibly soon, I don't know. They were hinting that they wanted to release a patch for early access on PS4, but that the timetables just got away from them, and so... but kind of hinted that maybe this week or maybe next week. They didn't really set any firm dates or anything. So it could be part of that update, or maybe they just have other cool things in store for us, who knows, but... What's a good level to mine iron? Also, thank you for all the informational videos. Not many out. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple. Let's see here. What's his name? Boundmore. Oort Waves. He does videos kind of similar to what I do. So you might check him out. And then there's a number of people doing Let's Plays. But yeah, not a whole lot of just formal tutorials. At least that I've seen. I try to keep track of everybody, but... I invariably fail somewhere. But yeah, they're lots of fun to make, so I don't mind making them one bit. Very nice, more silver. I got some emeralds over there. Very nice. And, ooh, nice gold. Usually don't find too much gold doing this, but you do find it on occasion. So, let's see here. Iron. I mean, as you can see, you could find iron just about anywhere except for maybe the homeworlds. But iron can be just about any elevation as far as I can tell. Certainly if you go really high elevations, you're going to find more things like tech components. The ores are generally found deeper, but kind of like mid-altitudes. So, just kind of guessing here, really. You know, 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s. Ooh, somebody's at the door. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that, the dog's barking and all that, so muted my microphone. Let's see here. Oh yeah, go in this direction. But for iron, definitely want to get off of your starter world. Like a tier 3 will certainly be better for that, but still not necessarily amazing. Just depends on the planet you're on. Like if you're on a metal world, it should be okay, but if you're like me and you went to a lush planet, it was still pretty rare. But even on a lush planet, like just exploring the caves on Betulia was pretty decent. And the nice thing about Betulia, or I think pretty much all of the level 3 planets, is they're just absolutely riddled with caves. So you dig down just about anywhere and you can find caves and should be iron. They do seem to like maybe mountains, but it's kind of like copper. It can be a little bit everywhere. Yeah, Damn Before Time is pretty cool. I haven't watched his more recent Boundless content, but his previous stuff was pretty good, I thought. Whoa, I'm glad I looked before I ran into that. So yeah, there will be the occasional lava pocket down here. Really anywhere you're bomb mining. Especially on the burn planet. It's like trying to bomb mine for rubies is pretty tough, because you just run out of hot spots before your food buff wears off, and yeah, rubies seem to like lava. Or rather, you know, they like to be underneath deserts, and underneath all the deserts are these just epic cave systems, so which are surrounded by lava. But you can still get quite a bit in a short amount of time. Bomb mining is just... Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Let's make errors. Oh, here we go. Let's eat a little bit of food to make up for... There we go. Yeah, there's 2 metal planets that I'm aware of. There is Till, which is a tier 4, so you will need some sort of atmospheric protection. It just doesn't matter which one you take. And then there's, I believe it's Lambulus, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But both of them are connected to the Portal Seeker network. And so yeah, if you can find the Portal Seeker hubs or gateways, then you'll be able to find it pretty easily. The food buff that I'm using right now is from the Persisting Pie, and what that does is it reduces the durability use on items. So like normally I would use 1 durability per use, but the Persisting Pie cuts that by, I forget what percentage, I think it's 40%. And then from skills I can get an additional 30% reduction, so it takes like 5 or 6 bombs before I lose 1 point of durability. So it turns my bag of 99 bombs into, you know, a few hundred or something like that. I haven't really crunched the numbers to see how far they go. Let's see here, I guess I already picked it up. I thought there was some ore laying on the ground, but... Oh, is it the creatures or the lava? Because yeah, I tried to find silver until, and I did find silver. I did not find it to be a very fun experience though, and just trying to get around, because it's just like you walk 5 feet and then there's another ocean of lava to cross. And so I kind of like scraped together the bare bones stuff that I needed for bomb mining and went to the blast world and just started mining there, and kind of skipped the tier 4 planets as far as mining. Which, well, I did do some traditional hammer mining to get my first diamonds, as well as titanium. That's probably too far, but oh well. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, nice, leveled up. With the death penalty, nice. So yeah, the death penalty, if you didn't know, it's like a debit, so it's 10% of whatever you need to get to the next level, so it'd be 20,000 for me, because I need 200,000 to level up. And so half of your experience goes to paying off the debit, and then the other half goes towards actually leveling you up. So the nice thing is you never go backwards, but it does slow you down a bit. So a lot better than your items breaking or losing everything. Oh, thank you. Oh, the creatures. Yeah. Those cuddle trunks, man. They can be brutal. Especially like the homing missiles that they do. And the spitters sometimes. I almost hate spitters more than cuddle trunks. I actually don't mind the cuddle trunks too bad. They're pretty predictable, but the spitters are sometimes so unpredictable of what they're getting ready to do. Especially like those power shots that they do. Or they'll randomly just start throwing bombs all over the place. It's like, where did that come from? Usually you have to damage the cuddle trunks before they start pulling out the more advanced moves, but the spitters will sometimes just open with them. And I think that might have something to do with the planet, like different planets, spitters will favor different moves, or I seem to remember hearing that that was at least a potential feature. Cluster bombs, yeah. Yeah, those are pretty difficult to avoid. It's like, you know, as they're shooting the bombs, they do predictive aiming, so as you move around, they try, you know, they lead you, and then they blow up into even more bombs. It's just mayhem. So yeah, not liking this lava, but making it work. These little acid bubbles keep throwing me off. It's like, ooh, more amethyst, more amethyst. Oh no, it's just a bubble. About to build my portal in a cave to get out. Well, you could return to Sanctum and use the warp conduits there. At least saves you the warp conduits, but then again, what else are you going to use those things for? So if you have them, might as well use them. Save you 10 seconds of returning. Ooh. What was that? Something on Discord about the portals. Okay, so a portal... Yeah, I don't think I have access to that one. So there's like 33 hours worth of fuel left on a particular portal on the network, but sadly I don't have permissions to that hub, so I can't refuel it. I'll have to hunt down the owners at some point. Like, please add me. Makes my life so much easier. Okay, some copper. Ooh, here's some gold. So yeah, let's head back towards that bright area. Ooh, nice. Look at all this silver. Okay, so we're one block too high. I don't see anything. Oh, there's some silver in the ceiling. Something else up there? Nope. Whee! Oh, wow, there's some more silver. One more. There we go. Okay, so wow, is my inventory really that full? Well, let's see here. I don't really need this tallow. There we go. Oh, amethyst. Very nice. What kind of challenge is left for you in the game? By this point, you probably have all the machines and power to supply them. You probably got the gems you would need for the best tools. What's left? Are you a builder? So yeah, I do some building. Yeah, I was building the shop. I did show it earlier in the stream. I can show it here a little bit later. But yeah, the tier 6 planets, that's the challenge. I get my butt handed to me there by pretty much everything. So I'm pretty, like, my current spec is for bomb mining. So yeah, I can blow all sorts of things up, but survive the planets is another story. So I do a lot of like hiding behind trees to deal with mobs. Or just flat out running away from them. And yeah, and I still need pretty much all the gems for tools. I got just enough gems to make the power coils, but I still need a lot more gems to be able to make tools and weapons. I've only just recently started using diamond bows, but since we primarily, like, if we do hunt on a tier 5 planet, it's usually the blast planet, which, yeah, using a diamond bow on the diamond planet is not ideal because everything resists it as far as the blast mobs go. So yeah, I still have a long ways to go. I'm still working on my home as well. Need more of everything, basically. Mostly titanium, but also iron and stuff like that. And also working on filling out a second skill tree, so I need more skill points to be able to do that, which means I need to level up more, which means I need to go mining more because that's the main way I level up. So still all sorts of things left for me to do. So still mining the old-fashioned way, and am still here dumbstruck on what bomb mining is doing for you. Well, I mean, 3 bombs and I open up a cavern full of resources. The general principle is you want to do just enough damage to break the rocks, but not the resources. Because if you do too much damage, then you just blow everything up. And earlier in the chat, I linked a link to the bomb calculator that I made, and that will give you a rough idea of what you need to go bomb mining with a particular bomb on a particular planet. And I've actually done a number of videos, tutorials on bomb mining. So it's expensive to start doing, but the speed at which you can gather the high-end materials, at least in my opinion, makes it worth it. Certainly if you have like top-of-the-line forged hammers, probably would be cheaper and reasonably comparable as far as speed. It'd probably still be a bit slower, but still pretty decent. But you know, I think getting a decent bomb mining setup is still easier than getting top of the line forged hammers going, because the forge itself needs a lot of just stuff. You know, it's a lot of glass, which is a lot of silty soil and sand, and then all the animal and plant products that go along with that. I'm running out of stamina here. So it's kind of, it's like you're stuck with traditional mining, and then eventually you can upgrade to bomb mining, and then eventually you can upgrade to forged hammers. That's kind of the way I see it playing out. Oh, like witch gums target witch boons. So Will Crutchley on the Boundless forums put together a list of all the boons and what types they are, so that will tell you what gums to use. And then Varus came along and put it into a spreadsheet, so it's much easier to see what boons come from which effect, and I'll link it here in just a moment. And we can go ahead, let's see here. Here's the bomb mining calculator and Google Sheets. Forge, here we go. So one thing I will throw out is, where is it? Grapple. There's one for grapple range that it says it's special gum, but it's really longevity gum. Here we go, grapple. No, okay, it's fixed here. I guess it's on the form post where it's messed up. But let's see here. Copy link and put this in the chat. And so yeah, this is pretty invaluable for just figuring out like what boon is what gum. And so like, here we go, sling bow multi-shots. It's the special category, so we'd use a special gum. And I guess I should probably put this in the link in the description of that video. That'd probably be helpful. But there's also a post on the Boundless forums that it not only gives you that information, but it tells you what each rank of the boon, how effective it is. So it'll tell you like how many more projectiles or how much extra range. And you can find that by just going to the Boundless forums and searching for it's like forge boons, and it should pop up pretty quickly. Ooh, amethyst, yay! Actually need amethyst. So yeah, we can actually, let's see here. How about, yeah, 7 seems, well, maybe 8. If we go a bit lower, we should get more amethyst. But that also means we'll get less silver. Oh, there we go. Nice. So we probably would have found those regardless. Oh, yeah, maybe we need to go 9. Don't want to be uncovering mantle. Can one designate crafter do everything? So like if you make a crafter that is specialized, You won't really be able to do everything because there's certain skills or epics that force you to make a decision. But you could certainly either have multiple crafter characters or skill sets, and then you would be able to do pretty much everything. But another thing you could use is just your cleanse points and flop points back and forth. So, to give you an example, so like right here, you can take one or the other, and one is for gear crafting, so that's like everything, tools, equipment, technology, weapons, all of that sort of thing. And then the other one is consumable, which is brews and food. You come down even further, and there's the same sort of thing down here. You can take either food or either brew or one of the three categories of tool, weapons, or tech crafting. So you can only take one of these three or one of these two. And so if you want to make the top of the line food, you'll need to take all of the food crafting here, and then the consumable crafting here, and then the food crafting here. But then certainly once you have this and all the preceding skills, you could just use a skill or a cleanse point, excuse me, which are these right here, just by right-clicking, and then you could flop it over to brew crafting, and you can make the top of the line brews. Same with these over here. It's just if, depending on how fast you level up, you might run out of cleanse points if you do that too often. But certainly you can use your qubits to buy more cleanse points, or you could get a second skill set and start dividing your points between two skill sets. But given enough time, you'll be able to fill out up to 3 skill sets. That's the maximum as far as skill sets you can do. But that would be the equivalent of leveling up to level, what, 150? Be able to do that. Which, you know, you play long enough, it's a eventuality. So, just a matter of getting the experience. No, not a bomb! I looked up at the chat. Oh my goodness, and thought I had my hammer equipped. Oh nice, I somehow didn't blow these guys up. They must have been outside of the first round of blast radius. So, how's it going, Lipocap? Lipocap Walker? Let's see, oh, silver. High tier in everything. Okay, so if I want to specialize in everything, I need like 5 characters to craft, I would say. Well, you would probably need 1 character with 3 skill sets, and then maybe 1 additional one after that, or you could do 1 alt for each specialization. Since you can have up to 10 characters, it's kind of like, well, why not? And it certainly is easier to just level a new character than it is to level 50 plus over and over. Don't like gravel. Oh, no problem. So yeah, doing good. Thanks for the video on the changing chisel. I love your videos. I've learned a lot from them. Thanks. So yeah, no problem. Like I always say, I love making them and absolutely love this game. So yeah, it's no problem whatsoever. And yeah, I already have one made. I think it's going to go live on Friday for a loot magnet. And actually it shows you how to make an AoE tool as well, because they're both a special boon. So you targets the special category, and invariably you get both AoE and the loot magnet or loot attraction. Wow, this music almost sounds creepy. I don't know how well you can hear that, but this is all the Boundless music, so... Wow, that's like, should be played in a haunted house or something. Let's see if I can turn the volume up a little bit. There. Yeah, I kind of went too deep, apparently. Do I have a question about the boons? Can you just use the boon 3, or do you have... Oh, if you can use the boon 3 compound, by all means use it. It will get you there even faster and allow you to do a more powerful forging. The problem with boon 3 compound is that in order to craft it yourself, you'll need power on your extractor. So that's why I was using the 1 and 2, because you can craft those with no power whatsoever, which means you can, start forging a little bit earlier. It's just, it's gonna take longer and not be as powerful. But that was kind of the whole theme of the caveman's forge or whatever, of just primitive materials and yet still doing some really awesome and useful things. The boon 3 compound also uses shimmering orbs, which are found on the higher level planets and is a little bit harder to get than other materials. Yeah, why is the music always cutting in and out? It just scares me sometimes. Yeah, it's on like, it's like it'll play one song, and then there's like some sort of cooldown timer before it plays the next one. And usually I just turn it off because I put in the music after the fact on my videos, and so if it's already playing music randomly, then yeah, it's not good to have music playing on top of music. But right now I'm just playing it through Steam like I would any other song, so just for the stream. So it's like last stream I noticed, like, one, there wasn't any game sounds for some reason, and yeah, no music. So ooh, nice, look at all these amethyst. Yeah, a lot of it's very like ambient and relaxing, and which is kind of amusing because I think it's supposed to play music for Meteors, but then it plays the, just like a random song or something, which invariably is the relaxing stuff. So, but yeah, some of the songs are pretty awesome. A lot of them though are very as you mentioned, sleep-inducing. Let's see here. Yeah, but the PS4 Deluxe said you get special music. It's special, right? Maybe not the special you were hoping for. Yeah, I didn't know that the PS4 gets special music. I think you're supposed to get like the soundtrack to like download, but I'll have to check that out if you actually get like exclusive music or something. That would be kind of cool. Okay, I think I need to maybe... Oh, I see what I've done. Okay. Yeah, we can blow up under what we've already blown up. Why not? My food buff is about to fall off anyway. Whoa. And I don't need fossils. Okay, another video that would help myself as well as a lot of others is how to read the atlas, aka finding the best spots to mine. I know the basics, just not sure how to read it right or not. Then read the fine print. Oh yeah, soundtrack, okay. So yeah, the atlas is a very interesting tool. But yeah, I can do I could probably figure out some sort of something to do. I don't know why I'm going to throw bombs here, but I want to for some reason, so I'm going to. Large fossils, why not? Yeah, I was hoping there'd be more amethyst, but too close to mantle. But yeah, there's all sorts of interesting information you can glean from the atlas, but it definitely has a lot of strength and weaknesses to it, particularly for surface resources. Yeah, mine is grayed out in my town, seems like. If I've discovered the area... Oh! Wow, really? Mine is grayed out in my town. So like you discover zones and then it grays them out instead of the other way around? That's kind of crazy. Are you, let's see here, Dark Knight. Are you playing on PS4 or PC? That's very interesting. Yeah, if you're playing on PC, you might be able to delete your chunk cache to like force the game to re-download the heat maps. But if you're on PS4, ooh, yeah, I don't know how to do that on PS4 if it's even possible. Oh, yeah, if you do have an item in there, it's gonna be a heat map, and it might be that there's just nothing there to see as far as whatever you're looking for. And yeah, my food buff is gone, so... Okie dokie. Yeah, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, let's see... Okay, so that's not amazing, but it's not terrible either. So we got 171 amethyst and 376 silver ore. That's not too shabby for however long we've been doing this. It's probably about 40 minutes. I think that's how long the food buff lasts. Not to mention I'm a bit distracted at the same time. I think my record for amethyst is like 200 and change. And I think it was actually at this very location, alternating between like elevation 14 and lower, 7, 8, something like that. So when you die, you get an EXP debit. Is that every level? Well, yeah, if you die, you get a debit equal to 10%. I can pull up the right thing here. 10% of this number right here. So, so that'd be what, 20,000 debit for level 50, but you know, you're lower level, and this will be a lower number, so lower debit. Hey, hook a noob up with some resources. What? You're asking for handouts? Really? What kind of resources do you want? Conquer? Is that how you say that? Yeah, conquer. Had no idea, was being careless. let's see, I think I'm behind. Okay, yeah, I do. Well, I'm looking for fiber leaves and there were items there, but then you discover it and they went poof and grayed out. That's interesting. Yeah, bomb mining is definitely faster, but it is very expensive and a bit risky because you could blow up the resources. And not beacons. Let's see here, we're looking for, that's Gravitas Tay. Really need to organize my locations. It's just, it's kind of a pain in the butt because you have to like turn them into tokens and like unlearn them and then learn them in a particular order, and yeah, it's not the most user-friendly experience, but it certainly is possible. So yeah, here is Lambulus, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, rugged metal world. So Lambulus is the other metal world, and you don't need any kind of atmospheric protection to go here. So you could go looking for metal here, or you could go looking for silver on Till. That's what I meant to say, not metal, but silver. Yeah, that is really weird about the Atlas. Huh. Yeah, on PS4, I have no clue of how to troubleshoot problems like that on a PS4. If you could browse your files, you might could find the chunk cache, but I'm not going to recommend doing anything because you could just as easily mess something up as attempt to fix it. I guess maybe you could try to reinstall it. I hate to say anything because I'm not familiar with how PS4 handles things like that as far as their file system, and may not even be able to do anything really. They kind of lock things down on consoles, but let's see here. Let's clean up this inventory a little bit. Oh, nice. We got a wild stock trophy. Kind of makes that death penalty worth it. Wait for a patch. Hey Javita, my in-game name is Chickens? Arise Chickens? Why haven't you been to my shop yet? A boundless celebratory appearance would really help out our image. Well, okay. Where's your shop? Is it connected to the Portal Seekers, or maybe it's by the same name? What are trophies used for? Trophies are used for a number of things, particularly forging items. And I think the music is a bit loud now. There we go. So yeah, I can come over here. Well, this character doesn't have any forging recipes, but some of the more advanced forging items will use trophies. And I think eventually they're going to add like decorative totem poles. Like you can make like a head, body, and foot section for all of the different animals. So like a wild stock or a road runner, and then you can like mix and match, like put a wild stock head on top of a road runner feet or something, and you know, or a body. And so that will be another potential use for the trophies. But for right now, I believe it's just the forging items, like the really advanced ones will use the trophies. So it makes them quite valuable. Because there's one that's like, it rips all of the buffs and debuffs off of the forging process. So if you have gums, it'll rip all the gums off. So you could rip off the gums, and it gives you back some of the vigor, which is like energy for using more items. And yeah, and then you could reapply different gums. So like I could forge a hammer, get a whole bunch of AoE on it, and then rip those gums off and then put on effect gums to target the damage bonus. So you could get a lot of extra AoE and damage onto a hammer, but it's pretty tricky to do because you just flat out run out of either vigor or stability. So it's kind of hair-raising when you're doing something that tricky. Where on the PC is the cache folder? I need to figure out how to find that folder in a more elegant manner. Currently, let's see here. Let me pull up my Steam folder. So how I normally find it is through basically looking at the file sizes, because you're going to have to go through a number of folders that they're just a big long string of numbers. And let's see here, find my Steam folder here. Nope, wrong one. So yeah, you'll navigate to wherever Steam is installed, and then it will be under user data, and then from there it'll just be random strings of numbers. So let's open this in maybe a more stream-friendly interface. Okay. I don't think this will show too much revealing. Okay, so yeah. So we got like C, program files, 86, Steam, user data. So now we have all this crazy stuff here, so we can look and see. Oh, that's got 2 gigabytes in it. Let's see what this other one has. That's just megabytes. Megabytes. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be that 2 gigabyte one. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely in this one. And yeah. So, oh, we got lucky. Here's the 2 gigabytes right here. Remote. No? Was that 2 megabytes instead of gigabytes? Oh, 20 kilobytes. So, yeah, not a real convenient way to get here. But once you do find it, you can like bookmark it or make a shortcut. Here's kilobytes. Kilobytes. More kilobytes. Yeah, is there a way to add like size to here? I don't know, I usually use a different program, or maybe I'll just go ahead and pull that program down here. I'll make it easier. There we go. So yeah, mouse over that. There's the 2 gigabytes. And see, this is a lot easier. Come on. There we go. 2 gigabytes, nice. And then there'll be a local file and then chunk cache. So you can just delete that entire folder and it deletes out your chunk cache, which can fix a number of issues with the world loading and like blocks being the wrong color or the atlas being all wonkers. Because when I very first started on the new worlds, I guess I had previous data that then was messing up the atlas, so I would discover a region, but on my atlas it would show a random zone. So it's like I opened up regions at random, which was pretty not very useful. So okay, so oh yeah, I was gonna go check out somebody's shop, but they never told me where it was, so Yeah, Arise Chickens, Kevin, Ryan. Yeah, Kevin, if you want to tell me where your shop is, I'll go check it out. If you take them off, does the stats stay? You take what off? The forged equipment? Or the like you're ripping the buffs off of the forging process? So the boons stay on the piece of equipment. You're removing the buffs off of the forging process. So that would be like the gums, or if you had a debuff that's slowly draining your vigor, it would take those off. So I'll show you right here. Come down here, well, here, throw that in there. This is not my forger. Oh, I have to even take ingredients out. Oh, there, finally. So yeah, so the boons go on here, and the item that I'm talking about, it's like a vigor catalyst. It won't remove these, but it will remove the stuff up here. These are the buffs to the forging process. So you have this weird distinction between boons and buffs. They are different things. I play on PS for 3 days and we can find nothing in German on the internet. Yeah. That's a bit outside of my realm of expertise. Because, yeah, I speak English, and unfortunately that's my only language. I understand about 5 words of Spanish, maybe. And a few curse words in German, actually. Like, well, 1. Which, of course, I'm not going to say here. So, let's see here. Is there a Rise Chickens sign anywhere? I just want to find diamonds. Were you here for, earlier in the stream I showed how to find diamonds, actually. Nice, okay, so yeah, I'm on the Betulia hub. Concrete corner, coal, fuel, metal shop. Portal needs to open into a shop. 72 hours, well, that looks like a shop to me. So, I could fix that, but maybe later. Lucky dog. Oh, a rise and shine, okay. Ah, well, what do you know? Here we go, a rise and shine. Let's see what we have to buy here. It looks like we're buying all sorts of stuff. So, glowing and reactive. I have no idea what a good price for reactive lamella is. That sounds reasonable-ish. 25 for bark, not bad. All sorts of shards, so 10 coins per shard, 18 makes 250. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good price for portal shards. No clue about the other elemental shards. What's my world? I am living on Betulia, and right now we are in Feminorum, which is the hostile starter world, and the starter world I started on for the US East servers. Wow, look at all of these forge materials, awesome! So, yeah, I have no clue what this stuff is worth, but if I get desperate now, I know where to go. Let's see here, Pure Boon Compound 3, very nice. So yeah, if you can't craft this stuff yet, you could come here and grab, well, some at least. Let's see here, deconstruction resin. I mean, I guess if you use like the really, really expensive materials and your forging doesn't come out right, you could use that to get some of your forging materials, but like, I would rather have my diamond equipment back, or, you know, if I'm forging gem stuff, I would definitely rather have the equipment, even if it's a little messed up. So effect gum, really? 222 for effect gum? Isn't that like creature mantle and essence? That seems a bit high. Ooh, diamonds, or well, gems in general. So 5,000, 6,000, 8,000. Ooh, 6,250. So yeah, that's probably a reasonable price, because what, each one of those is sort of 10 to 7 gems depending on how you do mass crafting. Oh, testing prices, yeah. Oh wow, so yeah, like nearly 1,000 per gem. But yeah, it's like, who knows what stuff is really worth at the moment. You just kind of have to put it up there and see what happens. 135 for iron hammers, that seems like a pretty good price. Here we go, 250. Yeah, I don't know why people sell the weapons for higher, because it's the same recipe, but they sell, so it's like, why not? I guess you don't need quite as many iron sling bows unless you're just so let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately forged equipment is like glitched right now and you can't actually sell it. Otherwise I would be selling loot magnets like there's no tomorrow. But what are these? Okay, so it's an AoE. We got the cross effect, so we're hitting 5 blocks plus loot attraction and auto harvest. So yeah, if you wanted a loot magnet, as soon as they fix the issue, you could buy one here. Not to mention if you just need an AoE tool. And all sorts of decorative blocks. We got some gleam, more decorative. $44 each. Like, but they're coins. What are dollars? I don't know what a dollar is. Alright, oh wow, they got advanced mixer power coils. Holy crap. And yeah, 12,000, sure. I don't know what those things are worth. Now, wait a second. We got 8,000 for a long-range grapple, but these are 6,000? Doesn't it take like 3 of these to make a grapple? That seems a little wonkers. Just throwing that out there for food for thought. Weapon Iron Fist, that is an awesome weapon. Yeah, I love the Iron Fist. Well, you know, yeah, they might nerf it, but since it's a shorter range, it's like it's a trade-off. Because you have to get closer, which means you're risking yourself more, and it's not like a huge amount more damage. Yeah, it's 1,200 versus... what are these iron over here? Okay, well, it is double damage, but it is like half the range. So, I don't know. Shh. Okay. I'll keep quiet. Oh, you're probably talking about nerfing the Iron Fist. I gotcha. Okay, so that looks like the shop. So pretty nice assortment of stuff. We got some food over here. Oh, nice shielding loaf. Let's see here. What is more effective? Well, obviously, yeah, the loaves are like, what, 1 step away from pies? So I actually need some of this stuff. So there we go. 4,000, what, 500 coins richer? Oh, awesome. Let's see here. So, King found an easier way to get to the chunk cache. If you go to your user data folder, just enter the chunk cache. Oh, well, duh. Yeah, search for it. I don't use the search field that often though, so. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind for letting other people know, because my original way of finding it is not the most yeah, user friendly. So yeah, very nice shop. Oh, there's an upstairs. And what is this? Please excuse the shop is under construction. Ask Rise Chicken if you would like forged items. Oh, okay, yeah, because you can't actually sell them through shop stands. Very nice. Yeah, but that sounds a lot easier than my method of just trial and error. Oh, is it this file? Is it this file? Hey, can I have my shop at my home, or does it need to be an essential shopping area? So if you are willing to fuel a portal, you can have your shop essentially anywhere as long as it's within a convenient distance from one of the portal seeker shopping hubs. So like if you're on Batulia, then perfect. If you're on any of the starter worlds for the US East servers, you should be able to connect. It will be a little bit more expensive. But yeah, that's the whole idea of the shopping hub, is that you just go through a portal. You're now in a completely different location, but you're, like I said, just a portal away from getting back to the hub and other shops. So, but this is the Stray X Jet. He is another YouTuber and usually has some sort of big huge shop going from way back in early access. So this is the first time I've been in his shop, and looks like he's selling shelling. Yes, he's shelling storage and shop stands, like exclusively. That's kind of crazy, in every color imaginable. So interesting. Hey, Control 64, how's it going? Oh, yeah, if you can swing a location in somewhere like Aquatopia, then you will probably get more footfall and more foot traffic. And I'm on the wrong side of the hub. Yeah, I need to be on the other side. Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess we can access that now. I'll have to check it out. I mean, I kind of have the unofficial ripped out of the game files version, but but yeah, this is like yesterday. I noticed there was a whole bunch of wild stock just hanging out in this lot. It was nothing but sand, and it's like, why are there wild stock there? And I looked, and it had gone wild. And so it's like, oh my goodness, I'm scooping up this location for a shop, and then spent all day yesterday building this thing. But yeah, the portal hub is just right over here for Aquatopia. So you're coming off of the portal hub, and if you're heading for Omni's shop, which is right over there, then yeah, you walk right past it. And somebody bought up all of my raw waxy earth yams. So, which I'm not sure why anybody wants them. They make a pretty good food if you just cook them outright, but otherwise they make a food that increases your energy bar, which I don't find particularly helpful. But I also sell persisting pies and shimmering orbs. I buy growth so I can turn it into more shimmering orbs, as well as the iron fist right here. So my shovel is forged to be a loot magnet, and which is why I have it out almost all of the time, but does AoE as well, but it's just stone, so it has that +6 attraction range and auto harvest. So yeah, it has a 8 meter attraction range, which is pretty insane. It auto breaks corpses, so you don't have to, like, after you kill a creature, hit them every single one. And then it will even loot meteor boxes through the meteor core. Oh, there's Freezy Loon. I know of Freezy Loon. I don't know him personally, or her. Hey Javita, just wanted to pop in and give a thumbs up for the hard work. It's really cool that you're helping people with the streams and videos. Oh, no problem, my pleasure. Oh yeah, yeah, Freezy Loon was private messaging me. It was like, I have a whole bunch of growth that you could just buy directly from me. So yeah. Wow, I cannot type today. Haven't gotten to it yet. Some more madness than method. Can't, let's see here. I can't do it ever, don't feel bad. Huh. Not really sure what you mean by that control, but talking and typing. Oh yeah. Ugh. I'm not the best typist to begin with, but to try to type and talk at the same time, yeah, apparently I can do one or the other. I wanted to see if we cut a deal if you were not going to use plots behind Caro. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm streaming right now. Message me on Discord about it. And we'll talk. Okay, so yeah, I have some plots reserved back here. Is where my shop originally was, and okay. And I guess he's after these plots, so might cut some sort of deal. Okay. So let's see here. Anything y'all you want to see at the moment? Because let's see, I got some gleam. I guess I could work on the shop. Could go grab some gleam and start working on that. And oh yeah, I was gonna get rid of this random animal junk. And I threw, is it back here? Okay, so got a question. Do you need to go with titanium for tools, or can you do almost as good with forging added to them? So absolutely, you could forge your iron hammers to do just as good or even better. The one thing about iron is it is a little bit on the slow side, but they do hit pretty hard, which is actually not a bad thing, because you need trying to get past like the armor and the blocks, then yeah. So yeah, you could forge extra damage onto an iron hammer, and I've heard of people like being able to one-shot rock on tier 5 planets with a forged iron hammer. If you try to do AoE, then you're dividing your damage between all of the blocks, like you'll get like a 60% reduction. So that will hurt you as far as getting past the armor, but if you get enough damage on there, it won't really matter too much. There we go, there's my gleam. How do you change the name on a settlement? So you just come over to your beacon, go to overview, and so right here I have Javita and Kippy's Retreat, and then rename. And so I could type in whatever you want, you know. Let's see here, names, settlement, you know, something crazy. You know, you do have to comply to the terms and service of Boundless, so, you know, don't put anything naughty in here or obscene. So, yeah. What? Oh, I thought I was on cancel. Whoops. Let's use the... Where is it? There we go. And... There. That works for now. Oh, and actually, duh. Okay, so that's how you change the beacon's name. If you want to change the settlement name, you come down to settlement. You do have to be the majority shareholder of the settlement, meaning you have to have the most prestige. So I have the most prestige here, and change settlement name. So I have it as Whispering Grove, and it's the same sort of bit. Type in whatever you want, as long as it's not offensive or obscene, and you're pretty much good to go. But if somebody comes in and they have more prestige than you, like they build a new building, then they become the majority shareholder or the mayor or whatever the official title is, and then they can change the settlement name. So, so yeah, sorry about the confusion there for a bit. Just me and my alt, so yeah, you shouldn't have. You just have to be on the right character. So if I switched over to my crafter, then he wouldn't be able to change the name. Oh, it's Warden? Nice. So yeah, what? Warden for settlements, Viceroy for planets. So yeah. Oh yeah, I think we were going to go work on this shop a little bit. So yeah, this should be interesting. Well, when I build, I never really have much of a plan to begin with. I'll kind of have a fuzzy idea of, okay, let's start with some pillars, and let's start bridging the pillars together, and oh, let's set them in a little bit, like do different tiers, kind of like what I've done here. And that was basically my thought process when I built this place. And then I had the thought, I was like, oh, I got these, I can put in lots of windows, and then I had a better idea, at least I think it's a better idea, of doing a lot of chiseled gleam. So yeah, I guess just kind of fill it in here. Actually might be better with refined gleam, but we can kind of experiment and see what we come up with. Yeah, this is where control comes in handy. Yeah, I figured the white against red would have a pretty interesting contrast, but we'll see. It might just ruin the red blocks, because it's not actually white, it's kind of like a cool blue. And we'll actually need to make this 2 blocks wide, I think, because of the way I'm going to be chiseling it, so... I'm super handy. We heard anything about adding paint to Boundless, so you wouldn't need to double walls for exterior/interior wall colors. I've heard that with the new color palette system that it will make dyeing blocks possible, but I believe that would change the entire block, not just like one side. So that would be interesting to be able to color both sides, but I don't think that's a feature that's really been considered just yet. So clearly I'm going to need to farm some more gleam. But maybe we can get a start here. Well, I don't need to fill in that part, just this part. And I didn't grab any chisels, did I? Nope. Not one chisel. That's very typical of me. I spend so much time running back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, Sulfur Blade likes to give me a hard time that I have a disaster for an inventory, like, all the time. But it's because I get tired of cleaning out my inventory and then realizing that I put away exactly what I need for the current situation that normally I would have just left in my inventory all the time. But luckily it's not a long walk. Yep. It's like, oh, I don't need this, and then you walk out the front door, it's like, oh crap, I need that. Like, you know, I'm going shopping, I don't need a sling bow, and then you run into a mighty wild stock that's elemental or something, I don't know, something crazy that you might want to fight that normally you wouldn't. So that should be, yeah, I got my silver, gold, ooh, the iron is almost dead. That's, should have some more iron chisels somewhere. Could always just use the precise, ooh, oh, that's not a smart stack. Okay, so maybe there's some over here. Chisel. Well, there's a gem chisel. Oh, is that a stone or iron? Oh, nice. That ought to last me a while. Let's see here. Let's just pull out some of them. Don't need all of them. Okay. Oh yeah. It's like, which direction do I go again? Yes, thank you, Caro, because your portal has been pretty invaluable. I mean, I could just walk over there and then go to the Beacon portal hub, which takes me to the Betulia portal hub, and it's easier to do that. Okay, so, oh yeah, definitely don't need bombs. That would be handy to have. Don't need the Atlas. I will maybe use an axe. Huh. I guess I put my axes away. Excuse me. Okay, so let's do a stone, iron, silver, gold. Okay, so first things first, let's turn this all into half blocks. There we go. And yeah, just gonna start doing random stuff. Let's, I guess, start in the middle, maybe? So, thinking something... Oh. Right, I'm on the wrong spec. Okay, so switch over to here. This skill set has the chisel epic, which allows me to use the precise nature of the chisels. So yeah, let's do something like that, and just literally making this up as I go along. And actually probably would have been beneficial to not have the back portion. Okay, so yeah, maybe that, and do some of that. Let's have kind of like a, ooh, okay, so we're making kind of a hole there. And let's, okay, yeah, we can take out these three corners and it blends into that part right there. Image, what's this? Emoticons. Okay. That's just a link to a little skull face, but okay, so now we have a really weird loop with a squiggly line coming off of it for no apparent reason. But hey, why not? This is literally how you learn to use chisels. You just start hitting things and see what happens. So I guess we could go ahead, chisel this out to where it's... There we go. Now we'll kind of mirror this shape on the other side. And let's see here. Let's have a... We really don't have any... Well, I guess we could... Yeah, why not do that? And then let's go down again. And how about angle back? Let's go ahead and punch out the other side, I guess. Yeah, probably should go on the other side and make that half blocks, but really we're just experimenting here, so... Yeah, let's have like a swirly something or another. Not sure what corner I'm hitting, but there we go. Oh, let's punch this out. There we go. And oh, let's... Okay, so, well, okay. I guess I should look before I just start running backwards. And so yeah, now we have a scrolly, swirly thing that's not really anything, but if we refine it enough, it'll probably look interesting. How about we continue part of this down and then maybe back up. I think I screwed that block up. Let's just go ahead and remove it. And let's take that out too. And we can blend, or actually, what if we take it off to this other side too? And, well, if it's really low, we probably won't be able to see it, but yeah, let's do it straight across and then up. Okay, thanks for popping in, Kings. Okay. Oh, whoop. Yeah. Might need to make like a dirt platform to... Or I guess I could just hang from my grapple all the time. Ooh. So I kind of have it dip down. No, I think I kind of like this opening that I'm making. And either go straight up or across. How about we make that straight across there? Ooh. I don't know what I'm hitting that it's not liking. Let's go ahead and remove it. That's easier. Okay. So yeah, let's have that go off. Something like that, and then like that. And that looks a little funny right there. I'll probably change that, but let's take a look. Yeah, that looks interesting to say the least. Okay. Toast Kid, hey, thanks, or hey Javita, thanks for all your tutorials. I'm new to Boundless since PS4, but watched your vids beforehand and have ended up as Viceroy on Nia? I guess that's how you say that. Naya, maybe? Zedka for now. So they clearly helped. Ah, very nice. Yeah, that's quite an accomplishment being the Viceroy. So, yeah, I really like this part. And that part's not too bad. That looks too kinked or something. But, yeah, I might kind of just roll with it for the now. I think I might duplicate this shape over here, maybe. And so, like, the center is kind of maybe unique, and then on either side it's a particular shape. But that's not bad for a few minutes of chiseling. And so on the other side, this is going to be like flat, at least the parts that I hammered out. So that's kind of what the double layer of gleam is for, so you can make the same shape on the other side. But as you can see, it kind of makes a shape that's set on the half block rather than the whole block. And naturally takes double the material to be able to do this. But I'm using the precise bevel chisel, if you didn't know already, which can make some really awesome looking stuff, as you can see. So this will definitely need... So I don't see a great way. I could just... Well, that's already pretty in line with this middle section. So maybe I could just have it connect in there instead of coming way down here. I don't know. I'll have to play with it. But, well, I did break. Oh, nice. So I have 28 more pieces of gleam. Let's go ahead and remove this back wall. And I can just work on one side at a time. Okay. Yeah, I can leave those pieces. Okay, that's just like one little tiny corner of a block. Okay. So yeah, there's my gleam. Excuse me. Ugh. So yeah, I have like hardly any skill points to spend on the skill tree, so like placing and breaking blocks is so slow. But it's the only way I can chisel without using cleanse points, so might as well get some good out of it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to work on that side for now. Well, I have the gleam for it, so I can go ahead and fill it out. There we go. I can be a little picky on how you place the blocks sometimes when you're placing on chiseled surfaces. So let's go ahead, chop off the front of these. And this as well. And there we go. This should be a little bit, since we only have one layer now, it'll be a lot easier to see what the heck is going on. Do I have? Not really. I have flame. Oh, right, but I don't own this land over here, so I can't. This is all I get is 2 blocks, and one of them is like chiseled to work with as far as standing on. So let's see here. So I could go ahead and, I guess let's work on this because this is the problem area that I'm not quite happy with. Oh nice, I can place that right there, that right there. Okay, well, so I could just level it off. But then that kind of leaves that weird unfinished. So maybe take that, replace it, and have it just go straight down. Hey, we might be onto something here. I think I like that. Definitely need to maybe make this look a little bit more interesting, or maybe that could just be its style, is that, okay, simple and then more interesting off to the sides. I don't know, let's play with that and see what happens. What's really going to be fun is trying to duplicate or mirror the other side. It's like, let's go here, look at this, and then look at this. And so we need a line coming off here. So that's going to be, is that really one piece of gleam? Or is that, aha, it's just a little corner right there, that's what it is. And yeah, let's chop that down to half. And really just have to do that, and there we go. That's one block, that's one block. Okay, so it's actually 2 blocks, so we can do that. And we don't need any of that, or that, or any of that. There we go. So now we got our nice diamond circle thing. Oh, okay, so we got a point there, but we don't have a point here. Oh, that's, well, I mean, huh. Can't place a block there. So I guess I wasn't supposed to chisel that, but... looking to buy a single ruby for an atlas. Anyone know where I might find a shop with stock? I'll sell you one. Do you know how to get to the Betulia hub? Of the Portal Seeker Gateway? That's the vert piece, vertical, on the left. Yeah, it's... Okay, so I think we're gonna have to hammer that off. And... Okay, so that's pretty close. And so it kind of makes an angle there. And so can punch out the center of pretty much all of this. Yeah, we have a straight piece here. Okay, I'll meet you at the Betulia hub. Probably have a ruby on me. Yeah, I have 5. What's your in-game name? Is it the same as the penguin wielder? Or is that welder? At any rate, I'm standing right here in the middle of the Betulia hub. Joe Flyster? Is that? I don't know. I want to leave my home planet but can't find a portal. You have a tip for me? If you tell me what planet you're on, I can give you the location of a portal hub, assuming I can find it. But otherwise, you could make a, there you go, a warp augment, and that will allow you to save a location on a nearby planet. And hopefully I'm not getting ready to disconnect here. That's not cool. There we go. Yeah, it looks like they're taking care of you in chat there. And point it skywards. So, preferably at a planet. Rafgar? Lord Penguin, I'm assuming, yeah, you're the one wanting the diamond. There we go, trade request. Accept request. Put a ruby in there, and you can just have it. I don't really need coin. Oh, well, he paid me anyway. Oh well. That works. Apparently I can't stop you from giving me money. No problem, Penguin. Or Lord Penguin, or however which way you prefer to be addressed. Oh yeah. No problemo. Oh yeah, Rufgar. Let's see here. Yeah, that definitely sounds like one of the new starter planets. So here's Beacon, Fenorum, Kata. Those names. Bori. Lutrian, Lysana. Let's see here, do these lead off anywhere? Yeah, I think we have most of the new planets connected, but sometimes they're connected to other homeworlds and sometimes they're connected directly to the tier 3, so I wonder if there's a new map up of the network that might be helpful if I don't see any. What was that? Oort something. Oh, this looks pretty bare bones. The coal store! Very nice. I don't really see any portals. So, yeah, wow, what is this place? Alpha Portal Station. This looks pretty well developed. Where does this go? Capital City, okay. Oh, on Lambulus? Okay. Tulia, Bori, Lambulus. Fanata, Refgar, here we go. Very nice. Okay, so the coordinates are negative 2,242 by essentially 7,000 east. Elevation 100. So, let's see here. So, Refgar, PS Hub. At so negative 250, we'll say, or 2,250 north, 700 east. It's weird. Okay, it wasn't making me allowing me to make a capital E for some reason. And there we go. So yeah, you can enter that in as a custom destination right here. So if you already have one, you can remove it, set destination, type in those coordinates, and you're good to go. So no problem. My pleasure. And again, you know, you can make a warp augment. See if I have one. No. You make a warp augment, you put it into your totem, and then equip your totem, which normally it's on my 1 key here, but and then shoot it at a planet that saves a location. And you can either use these warp conduits, which I don't have any on me, but you could return to Sanctum and use the warp conduits to your right to be able to warp to that location, assuming it's not like on the other side of the universe. I was following you but lost you. Oh, sorry. Oh, like in-game or just following my description? I can just give a quick crash course on how to use warp augments. I can go to the right side of the hub. Okay, so grab, there's 2 portal conduits. Here's some warp augments. Oh, nice. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Unless, of course, you just really don't like awesome block building games that are also MMOs that you can play just about any way you want. Trading, fighting, building, crafting. I guess the crafting system is a tad bit daunting. Oh, there's Resing. I think she founded Neverland, or at least that's where she lived. So here we go. There's Beacon, Kata 1. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to promote the crap out of this game, but... So there we go. I dropped my warp augment onto my totem. You can see it's acting differently now, and you can even see where other players are. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there is actually the capital, which is the Portal Seeker hub for that planet. here we go. Here's Beacon. And so, oh yeah, here we go. Here's Feminorum. So yeah, the bigger the planet, the closer it is. And that matters because you can only warp so far before you have to start taking skills. So you just shoot the planet. See, that saved it as warp destination 4. And equipped my warp conduits. And maybe kill some hoppers, but I don't have a sling bow equipped. Try not to get blown up. And there we go. And yeah, so what, that was warp destination 4, should be, yeah, all the way at the bottom. And you can see it costs 260 coins, but you can open it up. And you'll have to wait for the portal connection to load, but once it turns orange, it even says break blocks, which I don't have anything to break it with now, because, yeah. And there we go. We just traveled to a new world. And so, like, if you're trying to get to, where's a good example? Like, say you can see Till from this planet if it's in view. So if you're trying to get to Till, you would have to travel to Betulia first, which you can see right here, it's a rugged, lush world. So rugged means it's a level 3 world. If it's inhospitable, that means it's level 4. So you can travel to the easier rugged world. And as long as it's not like super small, it should be pretty close by, so you can, like, you know, warp to that one and then find another planet and then warp to it and then, you know, and hopscotch around until you finally get to the planet you actually want to go to, or just go to a portal hub. Looks cool. Why I picked it up, love to build. Yeah, the building is crazy in this game, mainly because of the chisel system, but also there's, you know, there's like 3 basic rocks, but then there's a potentially 255 different colors of said rock. And then that's the same for pretty much everything. And yeah, so I'm going to return to Sanctum so I can warp to a portal hub and get back home. Yeah, it can be. What's that like? My shovel is forged, so that's what that pulsating, sparkly effect is the forge effect that's on it. And what it's forged with is AoE, so it hits more than one block, but it also acts as a loot magnet, which yeah, means I don't have to be as close to items to pick it up. It also will auto-loot creatures. So if, like, I kill a wild stock, it will automatically break that wild stock corpse in the loot and then vacuum cleaner it up. So it's pretty invaluable for hunting. Started playing Friday, so I'm pretty lost. Yeah, this game can be a bit overwhelming at first. It definitely helps if you've played like modded Minecraft previously. It feels like a super refined mod pack for Minecraft, but even better because, I mean, look at these gorgeous graphics, and it doesn't kill your computer to draw them either. So you can certainly make Minecraft look pretty amazing, but it usually destroys your computer in the process. So, but yeah, if you're interested in building, I can show you around Aquatopia. It's like I think the biggest city. It might not be the most prestigious, but I think geographically it's the biggest. But here's a shop that I'm working on over here. So here's an example of some chiseled stuff. These kind of inside corners, that's also chiseled. So this is actually like a half or a quarter block post right here. And then here's I guess it's kind of sideways stairs. No, that's a quarter block post there. And yeah, I've been working on this. It looks better from the other side, but I'm gonna make like this intricate chiseled design. So I think I'm gonna kind of mirror this part over here. It still looks a bit plain. Maybe it needs something kind of hanging down right there. But yeah, work in progress. But look, there's a clock tower over there. Lots of people like to advertise their shops with a big, huge Gleam shop sign. So that's one thing. Dune Dragon with this crazy upside down pyramids and things. And yeah, my favorite feature, grapples. And yeah, that was too far. This is a really long range grapple, but apparently not that long of a range. And here's a big, huge Burning Man made out of campfires, furnace bases, Gleam, and Gleam lanterns. But yeah, here's this crazy pyramid going way up there. Here's some more chisel handiwork. And I guess I can't fit through that space. Uh-oh. Okay, that works. Oh, wow. So we got like a sorta person, and it looks like that's supposed to be a sling bow. That's pretty awesome. Laflo, totally. I could never run mobs, so I prefer vanilla. Oh, yeah. Oh, mods. Yeah, mobs. How's it going, Vunk? I have no... Vunk. That's kind of interesting to try to say. So yeah, I can make all sorts of crazy slopes and chisels and angles, and there's 3 different types of chisels. So there's a sloped, which gives you these nice, like a slope but the block chopped in half, but then there's also bevel that just kind of shaves off just the corner. And you can actually make slopes with those as well. It's just a little bit more complicated. But the bevel chisel makes some really insane looking stuff. Excuse me. But then, you know, square as for making like slabs and stairs and all sorts of things. And yeah, I already talked about the sloped. So yeah, this is a slope made with the bevel chisel. As you can see, it's just kind of got the corner shaved off, but it still has some flat area to it. And the design on my shop is made exclusively with the bevel chisel, at least so far. I might mix in some square shapes or something, but yeah, it's an amazing game for building. Wi-Fi for Boundless. Yeah, I mean, you would have a better experience for sure playing on a wired connection. However, I play on my laptop, which has wireless only, and you know, as long as your internet connection is stable, you shouldn't have too many issues. Boundless can deal with a lot of latency. It's just it doesn't like when the latency is jumping all over the place. So as long as you have like a solid, you know, 300-ish range or lower, you really shouldn't run into any issues. I've even had a really good play experience of like 500 latency. It can't be jumping all over the place. Like, you know, one moment you have 55 megabit download and then it plummets to like 5 or something. Then it gets really unhappy really fast. Ooh, yeah, a rounded chisel, that would be interesting. I know each individual chiseled shape and each individual rotation is its own like block ID. So yeah, it's like with the current chisel sets, there's something like 600 plus shapes and rotations or something like that. So if they added another chisel type, that would be a lot of extra blocks, but I think it would technically be possible. It's just, it's a mountain of work to be able to do that, from my understanding. But certainly a sphere or rounded shape would be pretty interesting. Anything new since it's out now? I pre-ordered it yesterday and it felt like a pretty full game. Yeah, with the official release today, I don't think there was anything new added. I know they wanted to, for the early access on PS4, which is what, the 7th? They were hoping to have a new patch out, but yeah, they kind of ran out of time on that. And sort of hinted that maybe this week sometime, or maybe early next week, they might be able to get that patch out, but certainly nothing official or any kind of actual date has been set. It's just whenever they get it ready. So I think that's what you were asking. Kayvon? That's a nice name. Kayvon or Kevin? It's like, it's almost Kevin, but it's got an A instead of an E. Okay. So, back to chiseling, I guess. Unless anybody else has anything else they want to see. So, that's just got a sheer edge on it. So is that... Ooh, I bet it was supposed to, yeah, because it's smooth over there. Let's get our official undo button in place. Let's try it again. It's my fancy Control-Z. So I guess we're, yeah. Then we kind of have this weird, so it's slanted like that, so it'll be slanted. Oh wow, so this is Control-Z that again. And chisel, chisel. There we go. And what else we got here? Okay, so we're gonna straight and then angle down again. And then a sharp angle back to connect with this thing. So there and there. Nice. So they didn't wipe the already built... Oh, no, they are done with wiping the worlds. So when they brought the new Worlds Online, the new universe for early access for PC, these worlds will be around indefinitely. And as far as furniture, you can chisel all sorts of furniture type stuff. Fridge storage. Oh, there's James. Nice. So yeah, he is like the dev for Boundless. But you can make storage blocks and you can put doors on them. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's like covered pantry. So I can show you an example over here that Kippy has. So it's, you know, it's not a fridge per se. But yeah, so here's some doors placed onto some storage blocks. And depending on the type of door you use, like these are the plain doors, so they have the kind of like the peek through, but there's a crazy number of doors that you can make in a crazy number of different colors. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping so much. But yeah, so you could come up with all sorts of kind of dressings for your storage areas, put doors on top of everything so you can kind of hide things, or and yeah, but nothing like, you know, there's not like you can craft a table prop or something and then place it in the world. Things like that have not been added. There are, like, they've been working on fence posts and poles and things, and so that will be pretty awesome. They'll be able to have like a fence post going up and then like a crossbar going across and all sorts of different type of materials. So pretty awesome when they finally do add that. Let's see here. Well, I guess we can take a look at this first. Stretch this grapple out. Oh yeah, well, okay, let's let go of it because I can't really see what's going on. There we go. Okay, so we need an angle down there. And like a divot right here. Or I guess, yeah, right there's going to be a divot. Pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, chisel and, you know, chisel's the limit, I guess. So yeah, I got an angle down there, and then it angles back up immediately. Very nice. Okay, do that. Then it's, okay, so we got an angle down, a flat, and an angle up. We got our angle down, there's our flat, angle up. And then this should be mostly hole in the middle. And then we got an angle up, and then that's kind of the end of what we got so far. So that would be what? Go ahead and flatten that off, and then angle back up. And yeah, take that off, I guess. So. Ooh. Oh no, I'm out of stamina. Guess we can eat a well-fed food. Okay. I'm maybe not crazy about this straight bar right there, but yeah, we'll figure that out eventually. Maybe on my own time, but... So yeah, there's a crash course, and hugely fragmented crash course in the bevel chisel, but oh, looking beautiful. Thanks. Is Viceroy the top dog, or is there a king or mayor? And who is the king of Aquatopia? Good question. So at least for, let's see here, Viceroy is for the entire planet. It's not like you can rename the planet, but Viceroy is simply the, oh, what did we say it was? I want to say mayor, but it's not mayor, it's, I don't know. But let's see here, here's Beacon. So Viceroy is Dune Dragon. So he is essentially the mayor of Aquatopia, which, oh, is it Warden? I think it's Warden for, like, if you just have a settlement, I think it's Warden if you're the mayor. And then if you're the Warden of the capital of the planet, then you're the Viceroy. And so Dune Dragon could change the name of the capital, and really that's about it. You know, just because you're the Viceroy of a planet doesn't mean you have really any special powers. It's just that you have the most prestige in the most prestigious settlement of the planet. So it's bragging rights. And I guess naming rights, so. And I don't think there's a title for like being the viceroy or the warden of the most prestigious settlement in all of the game. That would be kind of an interesting. No shop for Centriforge stuff. I don't know where that player is. But that would be pretty interesting to like, oh, I am the viceroy of the entire universe or something. Yeah, maybe they'll add something like that. That would be big bragging rights. Let's see here. It doesn't look. Ooh, some iron fists sold. Some pies. No earth yams. Yeah, earth yams are a little too common. Let's see here. Ooh. Be kind of cool, like maybe like a scrolly thing on the end. Really, we can figure out how to do a scrolly thing. Like maybe come off straight and then swirl. Swirl. Let's see here. So let's go straight and then, oh, well, we could come out even farther. That would probably do it. Oh, we do have more gleam. So let's add an extra column here. I mess it up? Yeah, I messed it up. Sad face. There we go. It's all fixed. Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool. Like a little, yeah, a tag. Or a little symbol signifying that you're the viceroy of at least somewhere. Okay, oh nice, it's not too late to make that straight, so let's go ahead and maybe make this a straight, angle this, and yeah, we can go straight again, and let's angle up, and then back, and how about down? Oh, there we go, we got a, that's kind of the same thing we did here, isn't it? Sort of, vaguely. It's sort of swirly. Oh crap. Okay. I don't know who owns this plot, but we could... I don't know. Well, that's trying to be a road right there, I guess. And then, yeah, there's just the hole. Well, yeah, that's not bad. That's not exactly what I was going for, but I think I think that'll work. So maybe improve this bit right here, and then yeah, first side of the first window is complete. I'll probably mirror this on the other side, but then up here, it's not as much space to work with, so by nature of that, it'll have to be a bit different. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. That's pretty cool. So, let's just go ahead and break it out. Well, what if it's just like free floating? Nothing says it has to be. It looks better when it's connected somehow. Let's see here. So put that back, that back, that. So yeah, we could like angle down and immediately back up. I think that will look better. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to work, maybe. Oh yeah, okay. I think we have a winner. That looks pretty sick, I have to say. I don't know. I mean, usually I'm pretty critical of the stuff I make, but I actually really like this one. Okay, so we're gonna have, yeah, straight and then angle, straight and angle. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so that kind of reminds me of a Q. So we have the angle down of a Q, then a straight, and then an angle up. Here's our Q, angle up. And yeah, okay, so yeah, it's going to be 2 straight, angle down, straight, angle. Is it another straight at the bottom, or? Yeah, it's a straight. Angle, angle, angle. Okay, very nice. I feel like you're missing a block on the second curve out. On which side? Let's see, let's get up higher. Okay, so we got that there, we got the diamond hole, got the swirly. I don't know, looks pretty. Oh, maybe that? Yeah, that looks a little strange there, but that's just kind of the nature of how we did it. I'm not sure there's a whole lot we can do about that, if that's what you're really talking about. So yeah, that looks a little... It's like we have all these nice angles and then there's like a right angle right there. I don't know, there's a right angle right there too, but it's set on the diagonal. Yep, that one, okay. So... Okay, so that is actually the block over here. And so the block that would be right here is this tiny little corner. And... Aha! It makes it kind of look thicker, but I think that works. Okay, let's see what that did. Can I reach that? I think I can. Nice. Yeah, that works. I mean, it makes it look thicker because it's actually 2 blocks now instead of just 1. But it does look smoother now. So I think we'll just roll with it. Oh, nice. Somebody put a... Hee. See, I guess I could even mix in different colors. Maybe mix in a little bit of red gleam here and there or something, I don't know. Or maybe that just kind of mess it up, I don't know. But, okay, I think that's good progress for now. Well, I think I'm out of ideas of what to work on, unless you all have something you want to see. I might go ahead and call it. I mean, I've been streaming for what? Yeah, 3.5 hours? So... But kind of give you all a chance to come up with any ideas of what you would want to see. Ooh, I don't know where we got that piece of meat, but we can at least put it away. That and the chisels. Okay. Put the chisels over here. And yeah, don't need the warp augments. Meat goes over here along with the bone. Oh yeah, let's put the gleam up as well. Okay, well, chat seems to be quiet as far as suggestions, so... I mean, there seems to be a pretty decent delay, so, which is unfortunate, but... Okay, well, I think we'll go ahead and call it here. So this was Javita. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel and want cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace. Oh, no problem, Control 64. Yep. It's a lot of fun. I'll have to start doing this on a more regular basis. Let's see, oh, what did they change it to this time? Or what did I change it to? Oh, I was going to go into third person, but... Come on, there we go. Aha! Slash wave. See you all later! Peace out.